Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to check in with our budget for the third week of January 2020. I've got EveryDollar pulled up here in front of me. You're not going to see my face this morning. I'm filming this very early on Thursday morning. Last night was kind of a brutal night with the girls. Julia, I think, is hitting her 4-month sleep regression slightly early, it seems like. That or just like teething has been interrupting her sleep a little bit. So she woke up a few times, but then my oldest also woke up, and my oldest, she's been waking up like randomly in the middle of the night for a couple nights now, and I'm not sure why, but it's been kind of like a double whammy. So I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm a little tired, and no one needs to see what's going on on the other side of the screen. So I'm not going to see my face today. I apologize for that, but um, let's go ahead and get started. I am currently doing the free trial of EveryDollar Plus, and I have to say I am loving it. I'm loving that the transactions are just auto-populating into EveryDollar. I didn't think that putting the transactions in manually were a big deal, and they're not. It's a very quick process. You guys saw me do it in last week's video, but it's easy to overlook some things and to forget a transaction here or there. So having everything kind of populate into EveryDollar automatically is great. My husband also, would forget to like put transactions in, and I'd have to like go through our bank online and just kind of look through all the transactions and see, what was going on and make sure we got everything. It was just kind of a lot. So I have an inkling that I am probably going to pay for the annual subscription to EveryDollar Plus. We've got it synced up to all of our bank accounts currently. You can sync it up to like banks, tons of different banks and all your bank accounts and stuff like that. So that's super convenient. But it's been auto-populating the transactions in, and the only thing I do is I check every morning. I don't track everything, but I just go through and do a quick check and put a little note, next to the transaction, Amazon lotion. I know, so that I know where to track that transaction, what category that falls under. I like to track how often we're filling up our cars. So there's Circle K, and we filled up the Avenger. I like to put, for like tax purposes, what on Etsy I bought, so that next year when I file taxes for like my side business and YouTube and all that kind of stuff, I'm able to, have a more detailed list of the expenses I had, just different things like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We've got 21 transactions as of this morning, and the nice thing too is that it'll put like what's tracked, what's deleted, and also you can see what's pending as well, and that's super helpful too. But let's see, let's go ahead and just scroll to the bottom and work our way up. So the first transaction you'll see here is Walmart. That was grocery pickup. So I'm going to scroll down to our expenses section into groceries. I'm just going to drag and drop that over to groceries, and it'll update the balance that we have remaining in that category automatically. And then we've got a couple business transactions. So I did end up buying the annual subscription to Screencast-O-Matic. That way I don't have the watermark down here. I don't have a time limit of how long my video can be. With the unpaid version, you have 15 minutes to record and then it cuts you off. So it was just super cheap for the annual subscription. So I just went ahead and got that. So I'm going to want to scroll down to my business down here where I'm tracking all those transactions, and drag and drop that over. One thing you will see is a couple transactions for Planner Kate and then Sarah Marie. So I got my budget stickers, and then I also did pick up some stickers for my health and fitness planner. I'll be talking about this more very soon once I get everything set up, but I did get a soft-bound vertical life planner from Erin Condren. It's gorgeous, and I'll be using that to really focus in on my health and fitness and just wellness in general, really, mental health, physical health, all that stuff. That is a super big priority for me this year, having you know, 2 kids and working full time and everything like that, it can be really easy to neglect my own self-care. But if I do that, then I'm not at my best for, you know, my children and all that kind of stuff. So I just really want to focus on getting healthier this year, losing weight, all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to have just a space where I can like really just track all that stuff more meticulously. So I'll be sharing my setup and all that stuff with you guys soon, but I did get some stickers to put in there. Originally, I was planning on it just being like a pen and highlighter thing, but stickers motivate me. They motivate me to check in with my planner more and things like that. So I wanted to, you know, give myself that opportunity. I don't know if that's the right word, but I just wanted to invest in some stickers. And I used my de-stash money. So I made roughly almost $1,500 de-stashing all of my Erin Condren stuff and some of my stickers and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm using that in combination with what I made on YouTube to get some extra stuff. So, but anyways, I just wanted to explain that because you're going to see quite a few transactions in here for that. But yeah, so the next one we got is Costco. And I can't remember. Okay, that was for trash bags. Okay, so for trash bags, we're going to track that under household. So I'm going to scroll up to household. And we're already over budget for household, but we can't go without trash bags. So that's not really an option. And then all these like red, once things get into the negative, I will be reconciling that in just a minute here with you guys. So I'll show you how to fix that. But okay, and then we got Target, and I know I did have a note in here that 60 of this went to Julia's clothing, and then the rest was medications and things like that, a bunch of baby stuff, some diapers, things like that. So this is going to be a split transaction. So we're going to split this transaction between clothing and then baby stuff. So I'm going to go down to baby stuff, and then I'm also going to add Julia's clothing sinking fund, which is down here. And then we're going to do 60 for Julia's clothes, and then the rest will go to baby stuff. And we did separate out baby stuff, by the way, just for diapers, formula, all that kind of stuff, just because it was eating up a lot of our groceries and household budget. So we just decided to track those things separately. So formula, diapers, all that is going to go out of our like baby stuff category. So it's the beginning of the year, and you know, I just got back to work not a couple weeks ago. It's been about a month now, but so we're still kind of tweaking our budget a little bit and figuring out like which categories work best and what's going to be most realistic for us. When Julia was first born, we had a lot of diapers on hand already, and we're just now running out. So like, you know, just figuring out exactly how much that's going to be every month. And then this girl is growing out of her clothes so freakishly fast. It's crazy. So that's been interesting. She's in 9-month clothes, you guys. She's not even 4 months old. It's nuts. But so yeah, just figuring all that stuff out. And so we're putting $150 every month to like what I call baby buys. And again, that's going to include like diapers, wipes, formula, you know, if I get her gas drops, probiotics, things like anything that's baby related, essentially, other than clothing. She'll have her own clothes budget. But so that is how you do a split transaction. So I'm going to track that expense, and that's going to go to those categories. And then we've got Papa John's, and that is eating out. So I'm going to scroll up to eating out up here and drag and drop that over. So you'll see we got $24.85 remaining in that category. And then we've got gas for the Dodge Journey. So I'm going to drag and drop that over here. I've got some transactions from Etsy for stickers that I was just talking about. So I'm going to scroll down and drag and drop all of that over. So put that all over here. And then this is for the girls' 529 accounts. We put $100 for each girl into their education accounts. So I'm just going to drag and drop that over. So that was taken care of. This, I forgot to put what this was for, but I'm pretty sure it was groceries. I'm almost positive that's what it was. So that's the category I'm going to put it under, is groceries. And then Massage Envy was a bill, so we'll scroll up to our bills and drag and drop that over because that was paid. And then this was a copay for my husband's eye appointment, so I'm going to scroll down to medical, our medical sinking fund, and we're going to drag and drop that over. And then this was, I believe, grocery items, yeah. So we got some random stuff from Costco a couple days ago that we ran out of. I think like jelly and feta cheese and things like that. So I'm gonna scroll up to groceries and put that over here. And then I did get the Cultivate What Matters. They released a 6-month undated power sheets, and I sold my dated power sheets, the accessories and things like that. So I decided to get the undated because I still want to do the power sheets, but having the dates is like stressing me out, and having the undated 6 months, making it to where I can like kind of start it wherever, whenever, and work on the prep work and all that kind of stuff, and take my time with it is really nice. So I did get the like little bundle that came with accessories and stuff since I had sold that. That's just something I decided to do for myself, and I'm going to track that as a business expense because that's something I'll be sharing in my on my channel and everything. So, and that's kind of how I determine what is a business expense. Is like, are you guys going to see it? Then yes, it's being used for filming one of my videos, so it goes under as a business expense. And then there's some more Planner Kate stickers. Okay, and then we've got the Avenger, gas for the Avenger. So I'm going to scroll up and put that in. And then we got some lotion from Amazon. All of our skin has been super dry in this house. Like, it's been crazy. So I got some of the Aveeno eczema lotion. And yeah, it's just been kind of cloudy and like cold. And I don't know, my hands have been really dry. The girls, their skin's really dry. So I stocked up on a couple bottles of lotion, and that'll go under household. And then I did get a playmat for Julia. It's one of those ones that has a piano at the end, and she can like kick it and stuff like that. She's a little kicker, and I just thought she'd enjoy that. So I'm going to put that under the kids' sinking fund. And then that is all of the transactions. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to scroll through, and we're going to see what's in red, and then we can reconcile that. So let's see here. We have household is the first one. So to reconcile that, all you have to really do is do the 177.03 is what was spent, and then that'll even out. Baby stuff, 230.78 is what was spent. So we'll even that out. I don't anticipate for the rest of the month getting anything else for Julia or for the household, so those categories should be good. And then fun money, we still have quite a bit left. Groceries, we have $76 left. That should be plenty to get us through this last week of January. We still have a lot of food on hand, so I'm not worried about that at all. Eating out, we can probably just go out like one more time and get something small like from Rubio's or something like that. We can also use our fun money for eating out. We haven't actually used like any fun money at all, which is kind of interesting. So I might have to revisit that category and maybe decrease it, or I don't know. We had planned on scheduling like dates and stuff like that, and just haven't done so. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Gas, we should be totally fine. Both cars were just filled up, and I don't think we're even going to need to fill up again with either car before the end of the month. So I think that will be going to savings, which is exciting. And then you'll see under miscellaneous, there's a couple extra transactions here. So I did register my daughter for kindergarten, and the school she's going to, you do have to pay for full-time kindergarten. It's $375 a month, but they offered an early bird tuition for August that if you paid the August tuition now, you would get like a $75 discount. So I went ahead and did that. And then also when you register for kindergarten, you have to put a deposit down for textbooks. So I put that down as well. And then we're going to go drop off her registration paperwork tomorrow, I believe. So I put those in here, and that has not hit our account yet, or it's still pending. So once that posts and comes in through EveryDollar, then I'll be able to put those transactions in. And then we had a bunch of like little random equipment installment plans with T-Mobile. I was just kind of like checking out our bill and stuff one day, and I realized I was like, okay, we've got some cases, we have a pop socket, we have like the rest of a phone and screen protectors and things like that. And I just decided, since it was a extra income month for us, to pay all that off, because that'll get our cell phone bill down. So this income is not at all typical for us, by the way. The only reason that it is that high is because we got a check from insurance for hail damage for our car. We decided to put that just into savings. It was also an extra paycheck month for me personally, so that's the only reason why that is as high as it is. But yeah, so same thing as the tuition and textbook deposit. Once those transactions come through, I'll track them. And then, let's see, we'll come back to the emergency fund. And I'm going to scroll down. Let's see, for sinking funds, those are all good. None of those are negative, which is ideal, obviously. And then, yeah, expenses. So I'm going to definitely need to slow my roll with expenses, because I don't want it to get too out of control. It already kind of is, as you can see. But I don't foresee there being any more transactions for my business for the rest of the month either. So that's taken care of. And then, as you can see, after we've reconciled everything, it's $402.67 over budget. So that'll come out of our emergency fund. And let's see, $4,190.48. So, like I said, we probably won't be taking any more out of gas. We've got a bunch of fun money left. We still have a paycheck that needs to hit our account. Well, 2 paychecks that need to hit our account, things like that. So the amount that's going to our emergency fund might increase before the end of the month, which is ideal. But I did want to take advantage of the fact that our income was higher to get some of this stuff taken care of. I also did, you'll notice these numbers are different. I did decide to like kind of double our sinking funds. I put extra money in Julia's clothing account just because like she's been outgrowing things so quickly. But I doubled like pretty much all of our sinking funds just to give a good boost to everything. I also did notice with subscriptions, like a lot of our subscriptions are due in February. So if I get EveryDollar Plus, that'll be due February 1st. Then we've got Amazon Prime coming out in February, and I think there was one other one that comes out in February. So I just made sure to put plenty in there so that all of that is covered. And yeah, and that just reminded me too. So PicMonkey is something that's going to be coming out pretty soon too, and that's going to come out of my expenses. So there will be one more transaction because I got an annual subscription for PicMonkey. That's what I use to create my thumbnails for my videos and stuff. So, but anyways, guys, that is what week 3 is looking like. I'm feeling really good about this month. I think we've got a really great head start to our emergency fund. I do still also need to reconcile what we brought over from December. So I plan on adding any rollover into our income, and that will boost this up as well. So I'm really hoping to see this closer to the $5,000 mark by the end of the month, but we'll see. I think our goal is to get like $10,000 in there by the end of the year is the goal, and then to get another 5 in there next year. We're kind of taking our time with it. We're not like, stopping everything and like going on like a super tight budget to try to get our emergency fund established right away. We're building it slowly just because like now with 2 kids and stuff and Maddie's getting older, like we want to go do more fun things and kind of have more flexibility and freedom with our budget in that sense. I am pretty proud of us because between savings and sinking funds, what is that? 51% of our income is going into savings, and we're living off of 51 or 49% of our income for all other categories, which is terrific. So and that's because our income's so high. But our main goal is to live off of 75% of our income and have 25% go to savings. That's a big goal of ours. So you'll see in February, we've been kind of working on our budget, and I'll be filming that video here shortly as well. And you can see like how we kind of make that happen and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to catch all my future videos, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.